This radio program is PG-13. Parents strongly caution some material may be inappropriate for children under the age of 13.
The following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Arizona, Phoenix, this is Brother Mike. I'm back on the radio. Of course I am. Welcome to the program. Welcome to HardcoreChristianity.com. Today's Bible study, A Perverts Paradise, coming to your neighborhood. Hey, will you call somebody and tell them radio programs on? Got some information on perverts here and how you can be healed and delivered. This is Brother Mike. I'm the professional counselor at the Arizona Deliverance Center, over 40 years. Been on the radio for over 20 years. Go to the website, HardcoreChristianity.com. All of our services are there. I have a Sunday morning podcast at 9 o'clock Arizona time. Yeah, just go to twitch.tv. Just put in HCCADC, and you're there. Please hit the PayPal button as you usually do and send us a donation. God bless you for that. When you go to my email, Mike at HardcoreChristianity.com, I'll send you a religious exemption for the current vaccine hoax. You can sign up for one of our free seminars. I have a training class the fourth Saturday of every month at the Deliverance Center. It's at noon. Please remember our 4 services every week. Mondays, we have a Zoom service for the ladies at 6:30 p.m. Arizona time. Wednesday, we have another Zoom healing service for everybody, men and women, at 6 o'clock. And then Thursday and Friday, we have live services. I teach on Fridays. That starts at 7 o'clock. Brother Rick's up Thursdays at 7. He does a fantastic job. Don't forget about our other services. We have seminars. We have children's services, all kinds of stuff. HardcoreChristianity.com. Don't miss out on it. A pervert's paradise. You know what the Word of God says. You can clearly see it. You've read it. 1 Timothy chapter 4. Paul told Timothy to, quote, preach the word. Be instant in season. Be instant out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all patience and doctrine. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. Aneko is a Greek word for endure there. It means to put up with something, to allow it. The time's going to come when they will not allow or put up with sound doctrine. But after, check this out, but after their own what? Lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. They will turn away people from the truth, and they will be turned to fables, Greek word muthos, myths. 1 Timothy chapter 4, Paul told Timothy, quote, now the Spirit speaks expressly. In the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. They will speak lies in hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. No kidding. Let me read you some statistics, and this is going to be A, a little gross, B, maybe a little boring. Just hang in there with me for 120 seconds, if you would. To give you an idea how bad sexual perversion is here in the United States and how much fornication goes on in this country and among the churches. Check this out. Did you know that 1 in every 6 people ages 14 to 49 has herpes? Did you know in 2021, statistically, 32,000 new HIV infections occurred in the United States? Okay, that's 12 people out of every 100,000 people. Did you know over 1 million people in the United States had HIV at the end of 2021? Most of them are gay, 67%. 22% of them were straight. 87% of them were males. Translation, HIV, AIDS is a male homosexual illness. Did you know syphilis cases, all stages of syphilis, have increased 74% since 2017? They had over 176,000 cases in the United States of syphilis in 2021, more than that in 2022, and more expected than that in 2023. Listen to this. Congenital herpes, kids born with it, increased 203% over the last 5 years. Check this out. Over 700,000 people in the United States picked up gonorrhea in 2023, and the year's not over. Unbelievable situation. No, it isn't. It's happening in the church. Check this out. Go with me to the Church Without Walls, a mega church in Houston, Texas, founded by a guy named Ralph West. His son is one of the associate pastors there, Ralph West II. He's been there for over 20 years. What happened to him? He's married with kids as usual, and he's cheating on his wife who picked up herpes. Then he had another affair with another woman, and his new girlfriend, he gave her herpes. Now, in the state of Texas, as in the state of Arizona, there are laws against that. You cannot secretly give someone an STD. That is a felony. That's against the law. For example, here in Arizona, in 2005, Arizona revised statutes 13-1415 made it against the law to give someone AIDS or a sexually transmitted disease. Okay? Well, this pastor, and I use that term loosely, most of these megachurch pastors are a staggering embarrassment. Well, the Church Without Walls, Ralph West II gave this woman herpes. But she had taken precautions. Before she started dating him, she knew he was married. She had herself tested, and she did not have herpes. She asked him specifically if he had herpes. He said no. He lied to her, transferred the disease to her, and she sued him in civil court in Texas. It was a 3-day trial. She brought in all her evidence, and the jury sided with her. They found Reverend West II, and I use that term Reverend very loosely, after only 6 hours of deliberation, they found him guilty of intentional infliction of emotional distress, fraudulent concealment of his herpes infection from the woman he met on Facebook. He met this gal on Facebook and then started dating her and gave her herpes. But he said he didn't have it. She documented that he said he didn't have it. She documented that she did not have it because she had gotten tested before she started dating him. They had the report and the dates. And in 2018, he had unprotected sex with her. Of course, he's married with kids, the usual stuff with a megachurch pastor. And the jury came back with a $2.45 million verdict against him. 1.45 was compensatory damages. 1 million was punitive damages. It was the largest award ever given in the state of Texas. And did you know that Arizona has those same laws? So if someone gives you a sexually transmitted disease, and you can prove it, and they told you they didn't have it, and you can prove that, you can sue them in civil court for apparently millions of dollars. The lawyer for this lady that this gal he met on Facebook, she was single. The lawyer said, and I quote, "We truly hope this verdict sends a strong message to people throughout Texas and the United States who are infected with STDs that they must disclose having the disease before engaging in unprotected sexual intercourse. The lawyer's name was Sean Murphy. He said, quote, "It is also important for those who have suffered harm after being infected due to another's negligent or intentional conduct to know they have a legal remedy." This Church Without Walls outfit, run by his dad, didn't even fire the guy. He had been pastoring there for over 20 years. Only God knows how many other people he had slept with. And he was still at the church ministering after the verdict came out and after the fine came out. They didn't even fire the guy. This is what Paul was talking about, friend. This is what he was talking about. In the latter times, some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. The Greek word for doctrines there is didaskalia. It means teachings. And the Greek word for devils, of course, is daimonion, demons. And then it says they will be speaking lies in hypocrisy. Well, that's what these megachurch pastors are. Many of them are like this. Many of them have affairs. Many of them do things that are abhorrent and sinful. It's very common. I've had megachurch people, pastors and assistant pastors, come in to see me for counseling. I'm not going to name any names, but I know what goes on in the system because I hear it from the back door. And it says, Paul said they will have their consciences seared with a hot iron. That's the Greek word katariazo. It means to, where we get our English term, to cauterize. It means the conscience, through regular practice of sin, hardens and no longer picks up things that it used to pick up. It no longer screens out sins it used to screen out. People do not get the concept of sin anymore because their consciences are seared. Katariazo. They've been cauterized. They don't work anymore. And this the sex pervert pastor at Without Walls Church is a typical example of a pastor with cauterized conscience. He didn't think anything about having an affair and cheating on his wife, and he's pastoring at the church, preaching and teaching the Word of God, working with the youth, working with the singles ministry. I'm surprised he didn't meet one of his girls in the singles ministry. He probably has. He has a seared conscience. Nothing's going to bother him. And the church didn't fire him, which shows you that the church has a seared conscience. His father has a seared conscience. Everything. If you have a seared conscience and you need help, 602-636-5800.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.